we're at Mamushka's, located at 31 Northwest 36th Street. We're here with the guru of pop art, Philadelphia boy. I mean, you know, a real Philadelphia boy. This is James Egger, and he's specially here at Mamushka for Art Basel, pre-Art Basel. And we're going to talk a little about his art and how he got started and why did he get started in his art and how expressive is he. You know, pop artists are just so fabulous because they have a history of making time go by or making time stand still.
How you doing?
I'm good, sweetie. How you doing?
Good.
So tell me a little bit about what's going on in your life and what are you doing with your art and what's going on with everything in your life.
Basically, I've been doing a lot of homage to Picasso. You know, it's inspired by the original seat of skateboarding and surfing and punk rock music. I grew up in Southern California and now I live in Philadelphia, but I travel the United States, you know, promoting my artwork and, you know, doing my thing.
Yeah, but, you know, I love your artwork because you never know what he's going to come up with. He always comes up with something so amazing. And sometimes it's like a pattern from Batiste, from Andy Warhol. I think he's like the guru of the new Andy Warhol. You know, it's like a group of us that are the visionaries of the planet, and we are starting like something really special. And I want to tell you something about his work. His work is fascinating because it's really original. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, I'm also a collector, so I'm immersed in all kinds of, you know, fabulous art. I collect, you know, everything from Jackson Pollock to Picasso to Dali. So I'm always surrounded by real artwork, and I just sort of absorb it subconsciously, and then it comes out in my work.
And how did you start doing this? You started with your history of your father because he was also...
Yes, my father was a painter, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my great-uncle Donald, he actually designed the logo for Greyhound, and my great-grandfather William, he worked for Henry Ford himself, and used to do the hand pinstriping with 24-karat gold for the original William Enders edition of the Model T. And then he also worked with Henry Ford on the Prince of Wales line with Cadillac. And then he went to Ford with when it split.
Tell us about a little bit what we're going to be doing with the Detroit Museum.
I was approached a while ago by Jeff Borgo from the Museum of New Art in Arcadia, Michigan. That's a suburb of Detroit. And they were kind of reaching out because they're trying to defund the art programs in Detroit due to the bankruptcy and stuff, and they're starting with the arts. So being that my family was originally based out of Detroit, I believe that, you know, it's kind of like my duty to preserve that history of the artwork and the heritage, so I wanted to give back. So I've approached Val Bertoia, the son of Harry Bertoia, the famous 20th century modern designer, and Mamushka Salazar, and all my friends, and Jacqueline Ripstein, and a bunch of other people to kind of like help give back and preserve those artworks for the children, the future generations of Detroit, because, you know, Detroit's, you know, they're tough people and they're hanging in there, you know, like with the removal of some of the auto industry and stuff like that. The people are suffering, but they still persevere. So, I mean, it's kind of like my duty to give that back, you know.
That's so wonderful, you know, because Detroit really was a fabulous town, and when everything just eclipsed and collapsed with the automobile, it was destroyed. So we need to go back. So we're calling all you artists out there that you want to have in a museum of modern art and of every kind of art that you would like to have. We want you to call us. We want you to subscribe to us. We want you to come to us and please give a donation of 2 pieces of art. One that will be in the museum, the other one that will be donated and sold, so we don't destroy this wonderful museum in Detroit.
I think it's important, that it's like a modern museum, and we're trying to preserve all the heritage of the artwork there and stuff.
So don't forget, if you want to locate us, call us at 786-991-3823 or just write us 31 Northwest 36th Street. We're the visionaries of the planet, and we want you to know that we want to not destroy this perfect museum of modern art in Detroit. So all you have to do is donate 2 pieces. One will be sold and one will be stayed in the museum. So please don't let another museum just go to waste. From Mamushka, with love to all of you, we love you. James Edgar, pop artist, the new Andy Warhol.